Well, it turns out I missed out a little bit that I should have posted before the last garden video, so I'll post that for you now. Enjoy. So I've cleared this bed of all the leeks that were ready to come up. I've put the little ones back in to keep growing. We have, because the ground was solid, completely solid and dry, we have turned it a bit, added in loads of compost and some sand, as in builder sand. And now I've made drills. I'm putting in the water into the drills first, so that the seeds are watered from underneath. And then I'm going to put beetroot, carrot and beetroot. Hopefully between the leeks and the beetroot it will help protect the carrots from carrot fly and the leeks from onion fly. We have more of a problem with the leeks with rust. But hopefully watering the drill first will help to keep the seeds moist from underneath. And then I'll put the seeds in, put some compost on top of the seeds, water the whole lot gently again on the surface, and then put something on to stop it drying out. And now I have all my seeds in the bed, in the drills that have been well watered. Let me see, come back a bit so you can see. There you go. In the drills I've got the seeds. There are some very fine carrot seeds in the middle there, and then the beetroot on the other side. So now I'm going to put compost on top in the drills, and that way we'll always see which rows are where, and I won't water that compost. It'll form like a cap on to keep the moisture underneath the seeds to germinate. And now that I have the drills filled with the compost on top of the seeds, I'm just patting it down nice and firmly, not hard but just firm, and that will help to keep the moisture underneath it by the seeds. Now, so I'm not going to water this now until I see the germination and the leaves start coming up. What I'm going to do is find some small thin bits of plastic that I've got from the bed mattress covers when we had new mattress, and I'll just use that plastic to cover this, because I want the soil to stay warm and moist, but I don't want it dark. The slugs will love that. If I were to put planks on top of this to keep it moist, the slugs would be under there, because I've done it before. So I'm going to put plastic on there. It'll be too hot for them under there, but hopefully not too hot for the seeds to germinate. Same as these are my oyas. I've shown you these quite a long time ago, actually, because we made these a few years ago. They're just cylinders of gutter downpipe. We've made it double that length, so it was over a foot long. And the bottom half we've drilled with small holes in the sides, nothing on the bottom, it's just a cylinder, and we've put it in right the way down to where the holes are underneath the soil level. I dug a hole so that the soil doesn't come all the way up to the same level as the soil outside, and then I just put the water in right the way up to the top, put that on to cover it, and that will stop the water evaporating out the top and also keep slugs out of the cylinder, because they love hiding in those cylinders, I've found over the years. But that really helps, and it fairly quickly but not too quickly allows the water to sink right down at the bottom where the roots are. So the water comes in underneath the roots and encourages them to go down, instead of being watered on the surface only, where it's only that deep with water. Even if you think you're putting a lot of water on, it's only going down about that far and then evaporates out. So this way it helps to water down the bottom. I've got some in there in the corn bed as well, but this way it helps to get the water down deep. And I do have some terracotta proper oyas over there, small ones, where the water seeps through the terracotta slowly, but this is a bit quicker, quite a lot quicker than that actually, because I did find last time I used those oyas it wasn't watering quick enough. It wasn't seeping through the terracotta quick enough. Right, so that's the seeds for beetroot and carrot done in between the leeks that were still very young and little, so I transplanted them back there. I will cut off any leaves with rust on them and discard them. And the onions have finally started swelling. I'll show you that now. They have finally started swelling, the bulbs, but the ground here has been so dry that massive 1 and 2 centimeter cracks have been, oh, you can see a little bit there. I'll fill that in a minute. I have just gone around and filled the cracks with compost and put that on. I shall water it now where the water can go into the cracks, and the compost hopefully will keep it there and shade the roots from too much air and sun. We don't want it too wet on the onion roots because they do not like that. They will get moldy and rot. So we just want it moist enough. And this clay soil, so the clay is not bone dry. It is slightly drier, lower, warm. It's slightly moister down that deep. But the roots of the onions are only that deep. Tiny little clump of blueberries this year. That is my lot. And a fair few more blackcurrants I've been harvesting already. I've already been harvesting them as they ripen early on before the birds get them. Tomatoes doing really well, lovely. Not yet flowered much. There's a few little trusses on them, but I'm confident they'll really start flowering. Furniture and pots from under the pergola still waiting. I can't complain. I don't want to complain. I'm so grateful. Beautiful, beautiful. Lady's bed straw. And the daylilies. Promised harvests. Company at the door. flowers, tiny, tiny little roses. Beautiful white ones, and look, we have a gem squash growing. I'll have to tie that one in so it comes up where I want it to. Oh, and there's more. Look, it's time to feed them. They need a feed to keep them going. They grow so much every day. Really fast. Oh, and there's more there. Oh, wonderful. One of my favourite South African squashes. Wonderful hidey place for the birds to feed. There you are. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for popping in. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Let me know what it is you actually want to see from the channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.